Hi everyone, welcome back to Spiritual Growth Tarot. I'm Denise and this reading is for Sunday for September 13th. And so opening to the cosmic laws of truth and love and the limitless abundance of the universe. I'm going to go for 5 cards for the day. So 2 for the morning. Ooh, that one flipped out, so that's got to be the mid-after or noon time, and then the afternoon and the evening. Okay. And before I start with the reading, I just wanted to give my prayers. I ask you guys to, be with me and do a lot of positive, peaceful prayers out to the West Coast. So, of course, you guys probably know I'm in Oregon, but California is just, we're all suffering. And those who have lost their homes, oh my, I can't imagine. So sending them prayers of support and strength and love and helping them to get through this is what I wanted to ask you guys to help me with. Yeah, and for even those who haven't lost their home, that we're all kind of living under the threat of that possibility happening. So let's donate where we can for those who have lost homes or who maybe have a home where someone could stay, and just any little thing we can do, I think, really helps. So after putting that out there, we'll get into the reading. Now, I notice, we have all reversals, and I studied, I shuffled this deck like this, with, my finger paint kind of thing, and then swirled it into a big heart and, putting love into it. So the fact that these came up all reversed is really just phenomenal. So with the theme of the day, with the Page of Pentacles, this feels like not knowing which way to go, not knowing the right path to take, and even on the most practical level. So I think that this has to do with people who are just devastated, excuse me, by what's going on, and we really do need to pray for them, and we really do need to support them in any physical way that we can. So that's, I think, is the overlay for the reading for the entire day. And even those who haven't lost their homes, we're living in this cloud of smoke. So it's not healthy. This is definitely a card about health. All the pentacles have to do with our health, our body, our resources. And, when it's straight up, we know which way to go. We at least have a plan, or we're studying. But when it's reversed, we're having trouble. We're definitely having trouble. Now at the morning, same thing. It looks like it's the same thing, but even on more of a spiritual level. Like this really has us down. I believe that this is all of us collectively. Either we're in it ourselves, or we're grieving for those, for our brothers and sisters who are in it, and for all the firefighters and the first responders, and this is phenomenal. This is phenomenal times that we're in. And so dealing with earth sciences that have gone upside down, that need to be honored. Climate change needs to be honored. And then holding space for all the feelings that maybe people don't have the strength to get into at this point, because they're having to deal with, okay, where do we live now? How do we function, basically? How do we function? How do we take care of our children? What do we do? So again, any ways that, let's say you can't donate at all, and you're also not in a position where you can physically do anything, you could get online and look for where there might be support, and or support centers, or any way that you can get information out. surrendering it. It's like surrendering your love down to the earth, and not thinking that every little thing or any little thing that you could do is not enough. Just do what you can. And often, it's like once you go there, once you go in a certain direction and you start on that path, what happens is that you find more. It's like you do open up. If this were straight up, you do open up to the universe. You do open up to what the families need. With the Queen of Cups, it's all about families, mothers, children, trusting your intuition, letting your feelings flow, letting them flow freely, no matter how, maybe you can just help with the grieving process for someone. And any grief that you come up, I mean, my goodness, if you just think about the very real possibility, whether you believe in reincarnation or not, I certainly do, but just imagine a lifetime where you did lose your home, or maybe you died in a fire, or maybe family members did and you were the one that was left without them. That is a very real possibility, knowing, at least because I believe that we've been here who knows how many thousands or hundreds upon hundreds of thousands of times, because that one lifetime just is not enough to grow. And every time we come back here, we can accrue some negative karma. We have to know that. So clearing, loving, letting go, grieving for possibly past lifetimes as well. That's the point I was trying to make here. So if grief comes up and you start thinking, well, I don't have anything to grieve about. Well, I haven't lost my home. Well, maybe your emotional body has that cellular memory that is trying to clear something from the past. Maybe a past life will come through in dream time or in meditation, or just a weird deja vu kind of awareness that makes you wonder. Those are real possibilities with these two cards. So don't let your spiritual essence, don't let who you are work against yourself by shutting down your feelings. And then, of course, helping in the practical ways, helping any family or family member or families that we don't know, but just, helping to take care of families who are in need right now. And then with the Chariot, well, when the Chariot's straight up, you're moving forward, you're traveling, you're going somewhere, and you want to be sure that you're moving forward from your inner will and not just your outer will. When your inner will and your outer will are one, then you're on the right path. When it's reversed, we're looking at a day where we're not going to be traveling. And we're going within, and we're trying to handle the dualities of life, where there is pleasure and pain, there is life and death. And there's nothing wrong with us to have all these feelings and to just get ourselves through these really, really difficult times that we're either in or we are witnessing. And when you're sensitive and empathic, you're going to pick up on all the fear that's floating around. And you're going to have to just breathe and let it go and send lots of love and know that when you feel it, it's a gift. To be able to feel is something that you've worked for. To be numbed out creates the opportunity for cruelty, because you have to be numb in order to be cruel. So be so grateful when you can feel, no matter how painful it is. And know that you can handle it. It's not going to put you upside down. You can handle it. You can cry and let it go. And actors do it all the time before they go out on stage. And people who have been in court trials, and they're listening to, imagine a jury where they've listened to terrible things that have something that has happened, and they have to take breaks and just let the feelings flow. Don't stuff them down. I believe that's the main message of this card. And if you're on the West Coast or anywhere that's getting a lot of smoke, it's not good to go out. It's, of course, we have to go out with our masks anyway, but it's just challenging. Maybe this is a day we should shop online for air purifiers. I don't know. I haven't done that yet, but I'm thinking about it. And then, so this is more like afternoon and evening. You might be feeling kind of like cramped up and, because if you're on the West Coast, you can't even really go out for a walk. It's not healthy. So that might be what this is about. So just honor all the ways that you can move your soul substance, and you can walk around your house, even if you don't have a treadmill or a stationary bike or something. You can throw in some music and dance. There's all kinds of things that you can do to move the energy if need be. It's also, these are good times for reading and watching videos on YouTube, right? Maybe there's something that you want to learn. So studying is one of the other elements of the Page of Pentacles. So maybe we can turn all these cards upright by the end of the day, Maybe we can honor our passion that wants to come through. And maybe we can be in the flow of all of our feelings. And then maybe we can study and help out in very, very practical ways. And then be moving forward in our souls in such a way that is still, moving consciousness. You don't always have to move your body in order to move consciousness. But it does help, because anything that is stuck within, when you get the body moving, tends to come up, and then you can deal with it better. So with the Judgment reversed, this is actually a good card to have reversed, unless you're not honoring your calling. This can be not honoring your calling, but with everything else that's been going on, how could you? I mean, we're stuck right now. We're in a place where we're stuck. So I believe that the message that's coming through here is to not judge yourself for this awful weekend that we are enduring. We have many political, pieces of information that they've always been out there, and we've been feeling them for years, but now it's proven. And it's, so that could be other pieces of information. This could also be a day of too much information, because this was reversed. So if we upright all the cards, and we can do that throughout the day, we definitely can do that, because we create our own realities. So this would be a day where you let go and surrender. Let go to your spirit, any self-judgment and judgments of others, and know that we're each on our own path, and what is rightfully ours to either experience or to receive, we will have it at some point. We will have it. So it's really just about questioning feelings that come up and false beliefs that come up, especially about things that you want to do. So this can be a very internal day where you're questioning a lot of false beliefs, because they were reversals. But then again, like I said, you can turn them all around. And the main message I want to say about this card is that with the Judgment card, I believe the main message on a spiritual level has to do with letting go of any place in the past where you may have judged yourself harshly. Just open up and know that it's hard to be human. We live in this human condition that is very challenging, and it's really important to not take things too personally. And sometimes it's best to not take anything personally. Sometimes situations come in where it's just, oh, don't take that personally. Excuse me. It's just the way life is going right now. Or somebody said something that was just, it's more about them. But if it causes you any pain, of course, feel it. But don't, whatever you do, with the Queen of Cups coming in reverse, at the start of the reading, whatever you do, don't misjudge any psychic perceptions, intuitive perceptions, empathic perceptions, high sense perceptions. Don't ignore anything that might come in. this is a really good day to not go into self-doubt. Trust your feelings. Be willing to feel all your feelings, and then move forward in the best ways that you can. But today's, I think, going to be a very inward day, and main message is to not judge yourself. So, okay, well, I think that's all I have today. I still want to give an extra shout out to Swansea's Slice of Tarot, and I've put links to her. I've put a link to her channel below in my description area, and then also from my friend Bonnie, who does amazing psychic readings. And it seems like there was someone else. Oh, I can't remember now. I know there was someone else. Oh well, look in the description area. There'll be a surprise of which my pea brain could not hold at this moment. Okay, you guys, take good care. Bye.